Welcome to the Entrepreneur Evolution Podcast. This is our Entrepreneur Express Tip episode. I'm your host, Annette Walter, and this is the place where I share weekly business tips in 5 minutes or less to help you regroup from your week and prepare to launch into next week. Let's get started. Hi there, entrepreneur. Welcome to this week's episode of the Entrepreneur Evolution Podcast. I'm your host, Annette Walter, and I couldn't be more happy that you are here joining me for this week's Entrepreneur Express Tip. This is the place where we drop a tip in 5 minutes or less to help you regroup from your week and get ready to launch and propel into next week. Before we get started with today's tip, I want to personally invite you to our Entrepreneur Evolution Mastermind. This is a group that I personally host. It's high touch, high intensity, deep dive into you and your business, along with like-minded, growth-minded, purpose-driven entrepreneurs just like you. We meet for 90 minutes every other week, and it is accountability. It is leadership development. It is just in-depth, high-level, hardcore accountability. I want to see you there. You deserve to be there, and I promise you it will not disappoint. So please take me up on that invitation. It's a great place for growth. It's a great place to process things. It's a safe zone. It's a judgment-free zone, and you will thoroughly enjoy it, I promise. So just drop me a direct message or email me at yourock@ievolveconsulting.com to learn more. I will personally talk to you about that and walk you through all of the details, the ins and outs, and it'd be great for you. It really would. It will not disappoint, I promise. So let's get to today's tip. Today's tip is about growth, and we talk about this often, and this is actually a quote that my attorney on my team that I go to for everything. She is a phenomenal resource in my informal board, and she says this all the time, especially when we're going through different stages of the business, different growth stages, especially of the business and scaling. And it is addition via subtraction, okay? Sometimes the way to grow is to subtract. The way to add is to take away. And it makes a lot of sense when you really stop and think about it. Addition through subtraction. In order for our team to grow, sometimes we have to get rid of the dead weight. We have to kindly coach people out of our organization and into different chapters of their lives. We need to grow our team, but first we need to evaluate our team. And sometimes that means creating a clean slate and making sure that the right people are on our team and in front of us. And it's a really hard thing to do. It's a really hard thing to do, especially when we are highly emotional and really connected to our company, our purpose, and our people and our team. Addition via subtraction. Next time you're going through a really hard team building or team analysis or team shift, I want you to think about this. Addition via subtraction sometimes is the best way, and sometimes it might be the only way. So don't feel bad if you need to repair your team, clean up your team, reevaluate your team, change people within your team to different positions or out of your organization altogether. This happens, and this is part of it. And sometimes you cannot grow, you cannot build, you cannot add until you subtract and you delete. And you really are able to make those tough decisions and move on. It is a really important lesson to learn, and it's a really important lesson to grow through. And it's a tough one to grow through at the same time, but you can do it and know that you are not alone in these things. I am here to help you process and help you grow through these tough decisions. Use me as a resource. Use me for whatever you need, perhaps your next hire, perhaps how to make your team work. I have a great tool called the Core Values Index that I use to evaluate your team and the balance of your team and identify the gaps in the team. Okay. So I am here for you. Make sure you're using me and please reach out. But think about that addition via subtraction. It is a powerful thing once you embrace it and you purposefully move through it and have the courage and confidence to make the tough decisions in your organization that you need to make. I am with you, entrepreneur. Keep evolving. I am so proud of you.